Hello and welcome to the Circus of Tarkov. Here it's your favorite clown, me, Better Blade. This is the guy who is playing all those and killing those chats. And now with the special 1K subscribers, I'm glad and grateful of that. Really grateful. I feel so much happy, and without further ado, oh no, that's bad. Okay, no, let's get going. Okay, do you consider evacuation camping a war crime? Assuming you consider chats human. Okay, first of all, I never heard about calling it evacuation camping. It's the first time that I hear that, and it's clever, of course. Second, chats are human like us. Even we have transmuted into a rat, all of us, but there's some little human in us. Greed is the only thing we have common in rats and chats. Okay, so extra camping, it's being a war crime? Well, first, a war crime is a violation of the rules of war. But who wrote that rules? Of course, the military chats. They saw that the flamethrower was OP in war, and of course they decided to ban it because it causes unnecessary suffering. It's similar to extra camping. We cause unnecessary pain to those chats. So, yes, the answer is yes. Extra camping, it's a crime war crime, or whatever. It used to collect and keep the chat's mutants, the MK47 mutants, and some war crime trophies, and all the shit they got to, of course, keep it as the proof that a chat died that day. When collapse with other evacuation campers. Okay, I tend to play alone for hardware reasons. My computer starts dying once I use Discord with Tarkov at the same time. But of course, if you wanna play with me, just DM me in my Discord or ping me. I don't get annoyed if you ping me in my Discord. It's a pleasure to speak with you. So if you wanna play with me, I'm always in USA servers from 9 PM to 2 AM Mexico hour. If you are inside of those scheduled hours, I'm able to play with you. Us or thits? How long do you think Tarkov will stay alive as it is? Okay, this is an interesting question. On my humble opinion, it will last fairly long time, but it gotta adapt to the community and their capabilities to keep a constant flow of content. This is an amazing question that could have an entire video speaking about this topic. Well done, my friend. Well, I think BSG is doing an amazing job at developing Tarkov even with their flaws the game has. Unity is not a super engine to make video games, because me as a video game designer, I can tell you Unity has a lot of bugs and glitches that are out of our control. It's the cycle of life of being a video game designer. Not everything is perfect, but we gotta be grateful that Tarkov ain't Battlefield 2042. I'm just saying, this game has a lot of potential, and we can see the love the Nikita put into this game to be a perfect game to adapt and overcome, not complain and complain like the 80% of the subreddit and Tarkov is. Only people complaining and complaining and complaining and crying. That's why I'm the next field camper too. Where would you like to move your channel from now? Do you want to keep it as a special niche, just like Tarkov, or extra camping on other games? Maybe switch to streaming. Just where do you want to go from now on? Okay, this is a nice question, my friend. It's an interesting one, I must say. I'm planning on streaming because Tarkov, it's a game that I'm not get tired of. It's a game that I love. Even playing alone or as a fine man, I would like to share some shady gameplays of the game and the tactics that I use every raid. In other games, of course. I'm open to play other games. Currently, I'm playing League of Legends, Terraria, and Tarkov are the three main games that I'm playing right now. But as much as I need to say, I love video games, and I would like to transfer my rat patience that I have here to other games, and maybe piss off some other chats from other games. I would like to keep that chill essence of my personality to streams and share all the analysis I do whenever I plan a strategy to make a squad. to take down squads, to take down everyone, or it's just about being the Sun Tzu of video games. And of course, it's all about what you guys like the most. I'm just always a humble virtual merchantman. I'm just gotta supply the demand. How did you get the idea to start this channel and why? Well, this is another question, my friend. It's a special story to me because it all started. I started to know about Tarkov in 2017 when I was in school studying my career of video game design. I had a friend, well, it's my friend, still my friend. I have a friend named Alessandro, and aka his name in Tarkov it's Holy Tortillas. He's a nice Italian dude who was my classmate, and he showed me Tarkov the game because I love shooter video games. I was playing PUBG at that time, and of course I love gunsmithing topics. So he showed the game. He was in woods, explained to me the mechanics and the essence of the game. Asked to him, "What is the objective of this game?" And he said, "It's simple. You enter into a raid with some stuff, you grab everything you can, and if nobody kills you, all the loot is yours. And if you die, you lose everything." And I thought to myself, it's like some of roguelike mechanics. And he said, yes. And I said, wait a minute. The exits you were taking are dynamic or not? And he said, no, they are fixed. So yeah, I asked to myself, so I can wait for people just to grab their stuff and extra camp. And he was like, oh no, don't do that. Don't be a douchebag. You gotta fight other players legit. And then 2020 arrived and I finished my school. I had money to buy the game, but I previously watched a ton of videos on how to play, map tactics, and of course meeting some channels like Pestily, Landmark, or those big YouTubers from Tarkov. And I started to learn the game and play it, and I was like, I want to watch some extra camping videos, and I started to search, and there were few of them, often ones with some annoying music or videos only showing the kill, not the loot. And I was like, what did you get from the loot? I was expecting to them to show the loot, but it was nothing fancy, and I was like, and nobody does that on YouTube, of course, besides Exfil Camper. And I started the idea of camping.
Enemy spotted. Hit him with a rat attack!
Then became an addiction. I was like, I gotta satisfy the curiosity of those people who not want to get their hands dirty, just want to see how it feels but not do it from themselves. So I want to know how it feels like. Then I start to edit my videos, I start camping, search some memes, show the kill clip, then the looting clip, and of course try to teach some people some strategies, because I saw some bad people killing low levels, squads of 5 chats killing teamies and saying welcome to Tarkov, bitch. And it was like, no, I decided to help those people, to show them how to camp and how to kill those atrocious people. So it's like how extra camping works. If you see someone's doing it, you will try it, and if it works, it becomes an addiction. And of course you are learning. That's the main objective of my channel. What other hobbies do you have, like in school, sports, etc.?
Okay, I don't do hobbies. I wake up every day, every morning. I put on my red shoes, my clown suit, my red nose, and open Tarkov and extra camp all the fucking day.
No, that jokes aside, no, it's not what I do. My main hobby, of course, is video games. I try to play a little of everything. Other hobby that I have, it's video editing. That's, as you can see on my channel, of course. Other hobby, it's airsoft. I love the airsoft. It's a good adrenaline rush and outdoor activity that I enjoy the most. If you ask me what airsoft replica I have, well, I have a P90 and a Glock 18C with an extended clip. Because I used to love that scene from Batman Dark Knight when the Joker shoots the fully auto Glock at the truck in the scenes where they are chasing Harvey Dent. Well, other hobby that I have is reading. I love reading, especially the military strategy theme books, like of course Sun Tzu, Tom Clancy's, and sci-fi books like I, Robot, Brave New World, and Fahrenheit 451. I think it's the name of the book. Sorry, so I have a pretty bad memory, but that's all the hobbies I have. Why you camp? Okay, as I explained earlier, it became an addiction. Don't get me wrong, I like to play a try-hard guy on games like Battlefield, Call of Duty, but Tarkov it's a different experience. I feel like this game was created to punish you and be in conflict with yourself for playing the Russian torture simulator. But how to counter that and find a tactic to get rid all of this disadvantage? Of course the game has. It was simple. Wait for people, grab his stuff and leave. And I don't enjoy the headless chicken gameplay in Tarkov. I think it feels wrong. I think the game was developed to be a slow tactical shooter, not another Call of Duty with extra steps and extra loading screens and extra movement. No. Well, if you know, fun is subjective. That's a thing that chats have a hard time to understand it. And of course, another reason was I don't enjoy playing Tarkov the chat way. I have tried it. Even I have a decent aim, I know all the stats of bullets and guns, and even I'm trained myself to stay cool even in a 1v4, and didn't find that adrenaline rush while looting that poor man. And when I tried extra camping and it became like fishing, you are wondering what you're gonna get, and of course, reducing drastically your chances of failing because the game's fault, like the sync, disconnection, gun jams, and there was another one, and you know it, the list goes on and goes on and goes on. How much you camp? Short answer, it's all the time. Long answer, if I only get into the map to make essential quests to get Jaeger 2 for Bitcoin Farm and Peacekeeper 2 for Quakemaker, that's all I need to start camping, and of course using the stolen goods to steal more goods. It's like a challenge to me. I enter with nothing and get out with all the loot. It's like telling chats they ain't safe behind that slick and all thing where they aren't paying attention enough. So how much do I camp? All the time. What is your goal while you are camping? Okay. Usually when I'm waiting for some people, I read some books that I have in my queue. I code a little for my job or simply read all the gun, bullets and object description in the Tarkov wiki while I'm waiting for some people. And of course sometimes I try to meditate a little when the day was rough and I'm trying to stay calm. Staying calm is the key to not fucked up in a rat attack. That's all I can say. How long do you spend playing/camping? Well, usually I play like 4 or 5 raids every day. If nothing happens, like I have some duties left, someone needs help, or I'm burned out. And in camping reasons, I tend to wait until the last second. Yes, I've had the most nice surprises of being patient at camping, like 2 minutes left into the raid and there's a juicy boy coming to the extract. That's I know it's frustrating to wait like the whole raid, but patience may be bitter, but its fruit is the sweetest one. Hello sir, I am the biggest fan of your beautiful extra camping techniques. I watch your videos with the family every day. What's within My Little Pony torture videos on your channel? Oh well, thanks a lot for that. I really appreciate it every single time someone says those kind words to me. Well, about the My Little Pony stuff, few of you know that I was a fan of My Little Pony. something that I'm proud and not trying to hide. That helped me to get over depression and some anxiety problems. And that torture, it's not because I'm woke and a danger to society or I need therapy or I'm a sociopath piece of shit. No, 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 no. There was a fan fiction called Rainbow Factory. It was a grimdark story about how Rainbow was created in the world of Equestria. Okay, that's how it's called in the series, the world where Pony lives, Equestria, where there was a shady company in charge of the weather. The Pegasus were the ones in charge to create the weather and modify it. But to create the rainbow, they needed to kill other Pegasus in order to use their blood to create the spectra, the element of rainbow. There was a test to let the strongest live in that society, and the weak was sent into the factory to be eliminated. And it turns out the protagonist of the fanfic was the sister of the leader of the factory. It was a pretty famous fanfiction slash creepypasta. But I left all of it because I became an adult and I'm start to get other likings and hobbies. You know, change is always good, but I keep my profile picture in my Discord as a proof of my past as a Brony. It was a pretty good times, but it's not those videos was for trying to recreate the fanfiction, but it was pretty long time. Now I'm a new man. How often do you get killed before or during an extract adventure? I mainly run reserve and die before making it to D2. Okay, in terms of numbers, I get killed like one every 8 or 9 raids, and all of that it's going into my spot. Because whenever I go to camp and exit, I'm trying to study the routes of the people and watch some chat YouTubers to see what routes they take in order to practice my routes in offline mode, and of course taking notes and learning from my mistakes. Overall, if I die the most while I'm camping, it's due a hesitation, or because there was another, or simply the guy saw me before I could saw him. It's camping, it's all about luck and planning, but sometimes there could be something that you're not counting of and ended up being killed. What work do you do besides YouTube? Okay, I'm a software developer myself and a video game designer. I work in an indie company as an outsourcing guy to develop some props to a game, modeling 3D using Blender, Maya, all that shit. Of course, coding to a game and UI design and UX design. Especially I work with Unity, that's why I know a lot about Unity and the engine that it's made Tarkov. Sometimes I have extra work with some of the guys who needs an app. They call me and say I got some problem, I got some stuff, and they pay me well. So I'm inside of that creative, electronic creative stuff. Best extra camping spot on Interchange. The best extra camping spot is the one you feel comfortable and confident to strike. It's not about all the spot, it's about the perfect execution of your plan. You gotta always have a plan to camp. And I don't like to give away spots, but surely Emercom it's a good option to camp. Best extra camp spot on Shoreline. Okay, now in this wipe where Lighthouse is out, they added an exit that it's huge. It's almost impossible to extra camp, and I think it's available to everyone, not the guy just spawning the other side of the map. So Shoreline should be a pretty hard map to camp alone. Maybe you could do it with 2 or 3 men watching the huge exit, but I think it's a hard exit to camp. I don't know. I haven't tried it myself. Why do you still play this game? It's a painful game. Well, if you think about pain, you will get pain. If you think about success, you will be successful. I tend to ignore all the flaws of Tarkov has as a game and focus on what I can learn from every single death that in Tarkov happens to me. And of course, Tarkov helps me to train my resistance to stress and learning to let it go. Learn how to let go of things like good kid, you lost your gun that you spent like 13 minutes building it. Tarkov prepares you to accept defeat, learn from it, and improve yourself. That's the most important skill that Tarkov trains to you. Extra camping spots for customs. I don't usually extra camp customs because there's a ton of exits, but I tried night raid in the smuggler's boat near the fire pit, and I got 2 giga chats there. It only happened once, and I'm not sure if it's a pretty good extract, but I don't usually extra camp customs. How many streamers have you ever camped? Okay, to my count, it's 5 streamers. The 3 that I got together, Morbid Ghost, and the last one that if he was angry, the Blood God, I don't know. But I think I have camped more because usually I got like 2 or 3 guys, but I got killed by the 4th guy, and I didn't get his dog tags, so who knows how many streamers I got, but in video I got 5. Opinion on Lighthouse and Street of Tarkov. My opinion is my heart says yes, my computer says no. Because there's a good chance that the Street of Tarkov ain't gonna make the cut to my PC, but Lighthouse is one of the most beautiful maps I have ever played. In terms of gameplay, of course, graphics, it looks, I don't know, questionable, but I really fell in love with the map. It seems like a pretty solid map to camp. Street of Tarkov, according to US Marines, urban warfare is one of the worst scenarios to be in. So much flanky routes and so much windows. So it will be camper's paradise to camp. That's what I think. It will feel like Street of Tarkov is going to divide the community even more. Either chats win a BTR tank with their tank and blasting everyone in the map, or be the rat who hides in one of the buildings with an RPG going to take every one single of them. It's going to be sick. I'm actually waiting for a Street for Tarkov. It's going to be such a great map. I don't know, I got a feeling of it. What's your favorite Pokemon? Pokemon? I don't know how to spell it, but we in Mexico say Pokemon. And why? Dude, I'm a 25 years old man. Pokemon it's made for kids. I'm a grown man. No, I'm joking. Please don't unsubscribe. Please. Well, I'm not a huge fan of Pokemon, but I gotta say Treecko. I don't know how to spell it, but hey, it was Treecko. It was the best looking Pokemon to me when I was like 6, seeing the show in the television. But I'm not a huge fan of Pokemon myself, but in terms of not falling in the horny jail that some of the guys who likes Pokemon fell with Gardevoir, I gotta say Treecko. When we are gonna do a dual reserve camping video? Well, my friend, I don't play reserve because it lags a lot my computer and the alarm is so fucking annoying, but it's not an impediment to play. If you wanna, someday we can try it to get some chats. It's good to try new maps to camp, especially with friends. If you wanna do it with me, you know the drill. You ping me in my Discord or send me a message. I don't care if you ping me. It's not annoying, you know. It's good when people ping you in Discord. Okay. What's your longest shot on Tarkov? Okay. Sniping it's not my strongest in this game. I'm a guy who likes to camp close and personal, but according to my stats, the longest shot was 67.07 meters, I think, and no. I never tried shooter born in hell or heaven, I don't know. I'm not a person that I likes to camp in long range because, don't get me wrong, I'm good at shooting, but the physics of bullets in Tarkov, it's kinda, I don't know, strange. Dumbest spot that worked? Well, it was one time when I was being prone literally in the middle of the road of Amercom. There were 3 chats that passed beside me and it didn't even stop to loot me. They were rushing and I got him with a good old 8er. That day I wasn't planning to camp, I just was goofing around and say, Let me see how tame how much it takes to them to notice that I'm not dead, but it works. I got them all and I was shocked that day. Thoughts on solo versus group camping? Well, the difference is the experience you have. When you camp alone, you have to have a plan, act accordingly, and execute the plan almost flawlessly. Perfection. If you flinch, you are dead. If you miss or even hesitate, you are dead. But if you manage to get a foreman, the feeling it's almost like you are Rambo. You are your Rambo. The loot is all yours. But on the other hand, camping with a friend and a group, you have covered most of the spots. Chats almost never escapes if you are talking with good people about life while you are waiting, and with a good coordination, you can kill even the most try-hard team. But it's easier you to get confused and kill one of your friend. You have to split the loot always, but of course that's good because you are playing with good people. And if sometimes someone mess up and the guy ended up kill every one of you, even if there's a two-man, and of course it has the pros and cons, but in my opinion I prefer to camp with people. It helps to train my social skills and teamwork, because I'm awful to give call-outs and all that shit coordinating, but it's always better than being alone reading a book. It's a pretty good experience. Got any pets? Well, I used to have a sparrow bird that I adopted because it fell from the nest, and I managed to raise it and train it to get out of the cage and be free around the house. It's always fly to our shoulders. Its name was Birdie, and it passed away like 2 years ago. Currently, I don't have any pets in this moment. I'm planning to get another bird because I'm a bird person. I love birds. They are, I don't know, but I like that animal even more than dogs and cats. What's the point of existence? Okay, the meaning of life is tricky. Some folks try to give the meaning through a religion, to a god. Sometimes other people think that the point of existence is to cleanse other people, and thinking like a superhuman exists or a superior race. There's other folks who thinks that we have no point to exist in this life, our lives mean nothing, and I think that we have the power to choose, to make a choice and believe in it. And the meaning of life is to fight on what you believe, and if you are the one who gives the meaning by doing good things or bad things, it depends to you. Why we are still here? Our existence is still a mystery. Okay? Some guys think we evolved from the monkey, other guys think that we are only meatbags walking with no purpose. I think we are here to enjoy and assume a role in this life, to learn from it and enjoy the good little things of life, even if things looks grim and dark. That's all I can say. Just to suffer every night. Okay, enough of that. Well, the answer I got from you it's a teaching that I got from long time ago that I think it's good. Pain is inevitable, okay? Like Thanos. But suffering it's optional. It's up to you. Are you a Brony? Okay, I used to be one, but it's the part of growing up and learning new things. I used to be My Little Pony fan, but not anymore. It's this cycle of life. You know, you start learning new things, and of course, leaving everything behind. I don't know. It's part of growing up. Is Tarkov fun? Well, it depends on your perspective and understanding of what fun means to you. Have you ever touched a woman? If so, tell us all because we are all virgins. Well, actually, it's a funny story behind it, and you know that it's curious in all of this story. Maybe you know that woman and you call her Monica. Not all of us are virgins, my friend. There are some of us that we are master of art of pretending. Women always likes of what they hear and men likes what they sees. That's why women dress all cool and men lies. Is Tarkov a slavery game? Well, not really. Once a man is able to control their passions, that man will be free. If you can control your urge to loot goblin in Tarkov, you may be free from head eyes. What is the meaning of Tarkov aka Hell? Well, the meaning of Tarkov aka Hell is to teach chats how to look up and never going out, to let chats know there's always someone watching. That's the meaning of Tarkov aka Hell. Wanna marry? Well, you don't get me into your personal stuff. I'm out of here. Did you ever camp in D2 Extract? Well, I've camped it twice, but as I mentioned it earlier, never like reserve. Although there's a ton of people camping it, so I gotta camp other spots like safe room, because we need to keep all the chats at bay on every map. What is the best to camp after wipe? Well, it's all preference, my friend, and checking the meta, because Nikita likes to change things a lot. Sometimes the map that worked in the early wipe before that wipe, it's not viable in this wipe. Like for example, I mentioned a shoreline, I think it's not viable anymore for that huge exit. So it's all about preference and adapting. That's all I can say. Are you happy doing those videos? Of freaking course, my friend. I love making these videos because I like the community that I'm building, and the love you share to me, it's a thing that I love the most. Going on my comment and seeing several people laughing and saying good video, it's a good feeling that I'm grateful for. That's why I'm happy doing these videos and more to come. How do you feel about the 9mm Luger rounds? Well, I never tested Luger rounds. I usually take the highest flesh damage round to ensure the chat's demise, even if I have to pay more. To me, it's not about the rubles, my friend, it's about the success of my camp and the perfect execution of it. Well, in another note, I never tested Luger rounds. I'm gonna test it just for you. Do you accept fan mail? Well, fan mail? I don't know how that works, but if it's something that like a draw, a letter on an origami or something that you did, I would be grateful that for my entire life. I tend to appreciate the little things of this life, and if you took the time to do that for me, I'll be happy as hell, really. What's your Phantom Forces level? Well, my rank is 71. I used that game to train my aim. It works pretty well. Why don't you use the PPSH 41 with extended max? Jaeger level 1 sells the best ammo, very cheap. Well, I've tried it, and it's so fun with the drum max, but surely the gun has a lot of muzzle flash and I can aim properly. I got killed a lot for using it. Yes, the Papasha, it's a good gun and it's a fun gun, but for camping, I don't know. It's not my gun. I don't know. It's so inconsistent. What's your best memory playing Tarkov? Well, I have too many memories, but I have one that distinguished from the others. When I was camping safe room on my first time, I felt so great because I got 2 of them. Of course, with a shit ton of loot and the free exit. It's one of my videos. Here is it. Alright. Define the art of camping in 3 words: resilience, analytical, and treason. Is woods exit camping possible? If so, where to set up camp? Well, woods have a large exits. There's so many vegetation, there's so many exits and so much thermal chats. I don't like it to camp because it's easier chats to just get out and you don't even hear them. The only success I got camping this map was camping Sturman Stash. It was a free use on the key, but it works only once. I hid in the bush near the Sturman Stash if you are interested in. Can you make up the best of series where you show us the best spot for interchange but other maps as well? Well, I tend not to show the spots to camp. I know, in my videos I show them, but there's a huge difference of googling it, camping spots of shoreline for example, and finding them right away with ease. To put a video with a title like extra camping this or that, chats will be lazy to see all my videos, and that's why they get extra camp, because they don't like to put an extra effort to search in every corner and clear all the camping spots. So if you wanna find out where we hide, well, you gotta need to watch the whole video. Why, of course, if you are a chat you will puke because your kind is getting slain by a clown. So we are rats, our heads are full of knowledge and we ain't lazy. Do you exfil camp on certain servers? In my experience I get a very few people using safe house. I tend to change my server every now and then to surprise people who try to avoid me. They cannot escape from me unless they go to an European server, but other than that, I'm always changing servers. If your mom's phone number was how much money you had, how rich would you be? Okay, dial 0 for operator. Orange or apples? Well, apples all the way. How often do chats go to save room? It's more like a gamble. It doesn't exist a pattern where they are gonna take it or not. It's being at the right moment at the right time. The best tip I can give you to camp that exit, it's usually they take save room for streamer items like 2 months after the wipe. In night raids, chats are more predictable because they turn on power at 35 minutes left, so it's a good giveaway if they are going to take it. Another hint, it's if you hear they disable the alarm, it's more likely they will take it. So I only can wish you good luck. What's the best shitpost you did / want to do with VoIP? Well, I'm a man of strategy and tactics, so how can I apply the Sun Tzu techniques in VoIP? It's simple. Record some, play some dead noises from the PMCs wherever you are, a USEC or a bear, and if a chat throws a grenade or sprays a bush or he shoots you and retreat, you play a dead sound. This will give them a false sense of safety and will expose themselves for being rat attack, especially if you kill multiple of them and there's another one. This works especially in safe room because they tend to throw a lot of grenades, so keep that in mind. Well, that was all the questions that you left in my Discord server. It was a pretty fun experience, even I expect a lot of questions, but anyway, I'm glad that some of you just asked me and I feel proud. But thank you a lot for watching. If you have any question about the game, about the rules, about how to camp, let me know in my comments section or in my Discord and we'll be happy to help. Until then, well, I'm grateful for every single of you that have supported me and being a subscriber. So okay, this is my goodbye and expect videos soon. Goodbye, my friends.